Hi guys, Evil Softman here. Thought I'd do another vid. Just back from my work at Asda. Really tired, just been on the till for like 9 hours, so I'm exhausted. Thought I'd do my Wii Collection tonight, just as quick and easy. Right, I haven't got much games for the Wii. Well, there's not much great on it, but right, we'll go through what I have. Now everybody I think has this game. It's Mario Kart Wii. Really good racing, but I think it is a bit cheating with having the motorcycles because there are more straights than the bends, and so when they have their boosts they can absolutely whip anyone on carts, and I prefer to drive the cart than go on the bike. It's so skillful that I can be online that I can still get pretty high up against a lot of people online with my cart versus the bikes. It's still, I think, a bit biased towards them. It's not exactly fair. I think an update patch would have done the world of good. Anyway, alright. Alright, next one. Next one in the series, Super Paper Mario. Awesome game. Awesome game. But it's taken the whole kind of Paper Mario humour, but putting it to a 2D platforming game, which you can alter the environments and go 3D. It's a really interesting game to actually watch and play. I'll probably do a play video of that because it's really interesting to see. But after saying this is my PS2 collection, I've got Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Now, the reason I bought this was because I thought the controls with the Wii controls would make the game play a lot better. And it really doesn't. So that's why 3 was never bought. Though I did get the one for the 360. And it was actually not bad. But, alright. Wii Play. That was bought for one reason only. To get an extra controller. That was it. Nothing more. Though I will say the tank game is really good. And the cow racing game is kind of fun. For a little while. Fishing game is actually quite interesting. There's some good points to it. Not all of them though. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. I actually bought this when I got the console, thinking like the GameCube I had Monkey Ball to begin with, that the Wii version would be really good. And to be honest, I haven't played it enough to give anything of authentication to that. So, I've heard the minigames are meant to be really, really good in it, but haven't really got the grips with it, to be fairly honest. I think it is actually a good game. I'll have to go through it a bit more than I have. Alright, we've got into our import little section here. This is Ice Shield 21 on the Japanese Wii. Now, I'm a big fan of Ice Shield 21. It's one of my favourite animes, and it's really good sport anime. I think it was ported to the States for the NHL Kids Pro, and really, really funny. Has a lot of interesting and very diverse characters into it. A lot of it follows the same kind of template of most sports animes, but it is a really good anime. The game is fairly simplistic in itself. You have to actually throw the ball. You have to use the remote to actually catch the ball, and you have to go left or right and hope that the computer doesn't actually pick the same direction for you if you're running. But it's a fairly simplistic NFL game. It's not too bad, to be fairly honest. Now, this is my American copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Now, I got this because we Europeans got absolutely stiffed on this game because it came out 3 months after the American release. And I know that it does not take that long to translate and put in the things into it. We just got seriously stiffed. So a lot of people in the UK and probably Europe imported this game from the States. This was about the time where the Datal Freeloader came out for the Wii, and then was seriously broken within about 3 weeks. So, in answer to how I'm actually getting to run these games on the Wii, I have a little bit of homebrew on there. I've got the BootMe, the homebrew channel with the Gecko OS user. I don't really use anything else on it. It was basically just a multi-region, but I've put the Scum engine on there so I can play Monkey Island. Ah well. Right, a game that, well, is fairly simplistic, but I find it really funny. So it's Cooking Mama. Now, Cooking Mama is one of the series that started out in the DS, and it's all about preparing meals. And it's really fun just to go off the chopping motions and hit the things and try and get it as quick as possible, keeping temperatures and ingredients. I think the one that they made for the DS, the actual proper cooking one, not the Cooking Mama series, but the actual cooking game was meant to be really, really good. Gave you actual proper ingredients, had to make the meals and everything. So it is actually quite a fun game, especially I wanted to see what the second one was like. I had a little go at the demo of Gardening Mama, and that was still quite fun. So it's a decent little series. It's worth a little few hours of play at least. Worth a rent anyway. Alright, this is the only thing with the European copy of Wii Sports actually has a proper box, which I don't think any other version did, but the European version did. What can you say about Wii Sports? I got addicted to the bowling. Anyone that really is mates with me and Nini will attest to the fact that I used to play that hours on end going through the challenge modes, because it was really, really good. And I had a bit of the go at the golf, but I think memories of Mario Golf came back on the GameCube and we just stayed away from that. I remember having like a double knockout in the boxing, which I thought was really cool at the time. Right, we've got Super Mario Galaxy, which I started to play and then haven't actually finished. It's a shame because I've usually played for every Mario game to completion, and I haven't got round to actually doing it for that. What can you say about Mario Galaxy? It's one of the best games on the console. So great 3D platformer, different, like going through different gravity fields, picking up stuff. I'm actually going to play it after I finish this vid. But alright, and the final game, I know I said it was brief, is Zack and Wiki, the quest for Barbarossa's treasure. Now this is a game that I bought because it is meant to be really good, and then I haven't actually played it. I know my mate Steve, he's played it through to completion. He says it's really good. So I have to have a much more in-depth look at this game because it does look actually really good, and the first starting few missions were really, really good. Alright, that's my collection. There's a few I really want to get my hands on. I'm fancying getting the two Sonic ones, the Tales series, the Black Knight and the Egyptian one. Not Egyptian one, the Arabian Nights one. Because I think them two will be really good. I've had a feeling they're two of the better ones. I want to get Punch Out. And then there's a few. I want to get the Tatsunoko vs Capcom when it comes out in America. I'll probably import that, because I was going to import the Japanese copy. But it was quite expensive when all the exchange rates went bollocks up in the credit crunch. But alright. I've got my virtual console lined up. I'll probably do a separate video for that, and we'll actually go through it and everything while I'm doing it. And we'll do it that way. Alright, we'll see you next time. This is Evil Sloth Man, and he's out.